Good afternoon from a sunny Melbourne here in Australia. I'm just going to show you a little demo on how we use this big mat. Now this here is, this is double-sided mat. We've got the alphabet all on one side, and on this side we've got all the astrology houses, not astrology traits. I'll make that clear because they are different. So I'll just show you how we use it. So we can use this for general readings. Now I'll start from the centre out and explain what they are. We have lady inquirer, male inquirer. So these are generally age appropriate to the person sitting. So we choose one of these, whoever is sitting. Then when we go around here, we then look at older female, older male, communication, what's grounding, what's relationship, baby, what is coming new, and yes, it can be children. We then have these that look like a clock, basically, and it's like timing. So we can set these time frames and the intentions no matter what period you say. So if you want to have what's going on the next 12 weeks, we would use the segments as in 12 weeks. 12 months, you can even go what's in 3 months, so then we'd look at all of that section as a 1 month. So I'll do it like this. So as our clock, we would then look at a 1 month, 2 month, 3, and so on. So the numbers are about timing. Now, if you know anything also about number energy, such as numerology, some of these do apply to numerology, the meanings and the intentions as well. So if you landed on something here for 6, for instance, 6 is about home and family, honesty. 4 is about the structure, your grounding, and so on. 3 is vision and blah, blah, blah. So that's, if you know numerology, by all means, bring it into play. We then have our outer ring, and again, all of these symbols are chosen as major life points. So we have the cross at the top, which is our spirituality or our fated path. We have the mirror, so what is it that you need to look at? So it's reflection. We have the castle, which is a career symbol in tea. We have the cherry, so what is abundant and opportunities. House, home and family. Heart is about matters of the heart, emotions and love. Medicine bottles, what is it that we do need to pay attention to, body, mind, soul, as in our health area. We have the bell, which is usually larger public announcements. We have the teacup, which is speech, free speech among those who are close to you. We have the aeroplane propeller, which is about travel. We have the dollar sign, which is money. We have the dog, which is about friendships and loyalty. Then we also now have the alphabet tipping around here as well. And alphabets, when we are reading teacups, they mean person, place or thing. So if you had, for instance, let me just grab something. So you had an alligator and it landed on the letter D. You would look at that and say, okay, there's either a person's name with D, can be male or female, like Diane or David, and I would look at the alligator there and just say, just be a little cautious of what is growing beneath the water. It means they can literally bite you, so be aware of that. So that's just a quickie on how we use the alphabet. So they are about person, place or thing. The other things on this mat is, I'll bring this down to show you, we have 4 corners. We've got the moon and the sun. So the moon is about what we reflect to the outside world. So it's a light source. So is sun is a light source. And the sun is about your positivity. Then down the bottom here, we've got the bat. So again, what is it that you are not thinking outside the box with and what you are not showing? And we have the books, which is about learning. So when we read from this mat, I've got a very big charm kit. Hang on, so my charms are in my uniform. So if you were going to do a general reading, I'd say just sprinkle anything, whoops, that goes on the floor like me, that lands outside the ring, goes back into the pot. So even here, you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 symbols here. But 6 symbols here would give a very, very big reading. So when I look here, so it's a lady sitting in front of me and she says, just a general please, which is my absolute pet hate sentence. But look, many readers are happy to hear general reading. To me, I always look at it and say, you ask for a general reading, you're going to get a general answer. It's not plugging into the GPS or the direction you need to go. That's just my take on it personally. So, but if your female sitter said, I just want a general reading, and you scattered 5 charms, first she's going to sit there and think, oh my God, that's not enough. You'd be very surprised. It's very much of less is more. Anyway, so we've only got 6 charms here, and first and foremost, our lady will say she's asked for a general reading, and we're seeing the medicine sign land on her. So it often does point to body, mind, soul. So it tells me there could be some underlying health matters literally going on with her, but it may be just her overall wellness where she may feel flat and not quite running at 100%. She's got the sign of Cancer sitting on the baby carriage or the pram. Now, this can be a person who's born in that period of time. So it can be from June 21 to July 22nd, or it can be just the influence of the Cancer symbol, which is about I feel. It's the emotional, the motherly, the sensitive. It's a beautiful warm energy. So here, this can be, again, depending on this person's stage or their life, it can be her as a mother and her longing for a child because she's got this beautiful motherly instinct. And if the person was a mature aged, such as me, you would look at that and say the mothering instinct here is so strong for you. And I'd look at it here and say there's something though that needs to be said or done to make you feel better within. She's got the stingray sitting here on the 12, and a stingray, of course, is beautiful when you see them in the sea, but they do have a sting. That's why. Sting, some people call manta rays, the big ones. So there would tell me again, what is it beneath the surface that you are not seeing? It's sitting on number 12. So it can tell me in 12 days' time there is something that may occur here that's not all that it should be. It can also happen on the 12th week, as in the 12th month. So when we're looking at numbers, they go in the series of days, weeks, months. Or if she'd set a time frame and said what's going on in my 12 months, there, bang, it would have been 12 months in time frame. If she'd have said what's going on next 3 months, 12th week at the end of that 3 months. She's got here the little artist palette on number 11. Now again, you're looking at your timings, 11 days, 11 weeks, up to 11 months. The paint palette there tells me 2 things. She's got a beautiful creative side, but again, she's not using it. 1, you can add this in where you got your numbers. Your 1 plus your 1 is 2, which is the coming together or the union. So I'd look at that and say your creativity is growing. It is developing more and more, and it will actually come together nicely for you. We've got the leaf here on the cross, and the cross, like I said, is about her spirituality as well as her journey, her destined path. And we've got leaf, so it tells me changes are coming, and the leaf is seasonal, so it can be for the autumn, or in the US you call it fall. So it would tell me around that autumn or fall period of time you are really digging deep into yourself and your spiritual path. The leaf can indicate a timing, which can mean that 3-4 months timing. We have here on the letter E, we've got the Buddha, yoga pose, peace, wellness, look within, heal, meditation. E can tell me someone important with the letter E is around you and they are here with you, so you can literally focus, gain some inner wisdom and learn to roll things better. Your letters also have energies and so on. And when you do this mat, or when you purchase this mat, you'll get what these symbols all mean there. But I do have a course, so when the people purchase this, they get a 50% off code. They can do the course, and we go very, very heavy into this mat. So that's just if you were doing a general reading. Now this mat here was also designed and developed for mediumship, for messages from the other side. Now, some people like pendulums, some people don't. This is actually my favourite pendulum, and this was made by my brother, Vernon, and it is King Billy pine, and the brass here was actually the centre out of a garden tap or faucet, you call it, and it's brass. So what he's done is he turns metal, and he's turned the wood, and he's also turned the brass. So, and that goes the spindle right through it. King Billy pine is from my home state in Tasmania, and I've just got the little gold-plated teapot on the end of it. But that is my favourite, and it makes me feel grounded. So when you are reading with this particular mat, this is where we look at the eye in the centre, and the eye is the eye of the dragon, so it's the power source. So if we were looking at this for mediumship in a nutshell, the first thing I would do would be hold pendulum over the eye and say, is there spirit present? Now my yeses are anti-clockwise, my no's are clockwise. So everyone's different. Some people swing, some people don't. So, and there's always spirits in this room. But if I light there and say, is there spirit in this room today? Right, I'm getting a yes. So when we are now asking spirit questions, we're using our pendulum first to look at who is it. Is it, are you male or male? Are you female? Are you old or young, maturity or young? And then we would cast our charms. So like me, I know there's a spirit in here, so I'm going, and I know who it is. But if I just go down to here and say, are you male? Yes, okay. Are you an old male? Inconclusive, okay. So are you young male? Yes, so young male who is often present in my room here is actually my brother who passed away 30 years ago now. He was only 35. So I now just draw charms and I scatter to say, what information would you like me to know? And we then read the charms for where they land. I won't go into that because I know it's a personal reading there, but we would then look in, okay, what is it that you want me to know? And we would look here, monkey, we got the hook, I've got the sun and the moon. Oh yes, sun and the moon. I've got the lollipop, I've got the number 3 on the house, and there's also the dress, which is female energy. So I would do a reading on what messages does Spirit want to give to me. So when you're an experienced reader, and I've read all that, I can take that all in, super absorb, and away I go. So the other side of this mat is the astrology houses, and again in the course I do go through on how to use these. You can use it in the very basic level, like I am a Leo and my husband Linus is a Sagittarius, so I can even cast a little on him, and which I've missed him, but I'm intending there. And I'm passing a little bit more on me. So I can, and that's actually outside, but even though they land on the other houses, this one's outside, so is that. It's actually not a bad thing when they land on other houses because it gives me more information about me in the relationship and him in the relationship. And again, we would read all these symbols and on the houses of what is the underlying causes or the benefits, the pros and the cons. So, but again, you can use a pendulum with this. That is not a football. I've been asked several times, is that a football? No, it's actually a very old-fashioned leather button, and they used to put leather buttons on the old coats and jackets. So that is the alphabet and Astro mat. It is a very large mat, and it is an 18-inch wide. So thanks for listening.